Hello everyone! We are saying hi from our office.
Hello guys, good evening.
This is Amol from India. He's been living here for about the last 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 years plus.
Yeah, he got a global manager position in Brno and he decided to move to Brno from India with his wife and his 2 children.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thank you.
We'll go through a few questions. If anytime during that talk you have some questions, feel free to write them down in our comments and my colleague Veronica will tell me. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Tell me, Amol, because till now I had when I had men here for the EXPAT Talks, they usually were single.
Okay.
And you are the first one who packed the whole family and moved in to Brno.
Right.
So how is it, to decide to change your life? And was it for the first time that you decided? Okay.
It's the first time. So so maybe first I would like to introduce myself to the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So hello everybody, this is Amol Kshirsagar. So I am an Indian. I am coming from west region of India. So I am coming from a state Maharashtra. And from the city Pune, okay, and I'm basically a mechanical engineer having 20 plus years of experience now in always an automobile field. That's my passion.
Okay.
And I started my career with Bosch in India. So I spent 7 years there in various departments, technically spending a lot of time, and it was my great learning period, I would say.
Yeah.
And then after 7 years I moved to Tata Motors. So it's like a famous car manufacturing and the truck manufacturing company in India. So I worked there. Tata Motors. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about
So it's like for you guys in Czech, like a Skoda. Yeah. So Tata is like big brand in India.
Yeah.
So it was always my dream company in when I was in a college life. Yeah. So I got that. So I worked there, and then in 2006 I moved to a company Honeywell.
Mm-hmm.
So in India, in Pune. So almost now from last 13 years, I am working with Honeywell. In 13 years,
wow.
Yeah. In a various positions, like I was customer quality engineers, I was leading a customer quality function. Then in somewhere in 2010, I become a part of a leadership team. So I become a quality manager. So I was managing all plant quality. Then in 2014, I took a role of operations manager, where I was responsible for leading all plant function. I was having 200 plus operators, around 50 technicians,
wow.
around I would say big team, 25 engineer level people, and around 6 to 7 manager people were working with me. So that was a great experience for me, in terms of developing myself as a professional, as a leader. And then as Andrea mentioned, so in 2016 and my global leader, the vice president of quality in Europe, he called me and he said they are looking for some leader in Europe who can lead the Europe quality function.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the point. So I'm coming back to your first question,
Yeah.
Andrea. So how was it? Yeah. So in terms of my profession, absolutely this was a great opportunity for me, because it was giving me promotion. It was giving me opportunity, to leverage my skills, my leadership, to grow further in my career. And Honeywell is a big global company. Of course, now we spin off now into function and the company called Garrett. But at that time I was with Honeywell, and I said why not? So it is giving me great opportunity to give myself to showcase in Europe, and I can grow further. So it was very, I would say, easy decision from profession point of view.
Yeah.
But Andrea, believe me, it was very difficult decision.
You came home and you told your wife and...
Yeah, so it was personally was very difficult. So when I informed my wife, she said, what? Are you serious?
Wow.
We are settled here. We moved from our home, city to Pune. We spent 15 years. We had kids, right? And she said, now we are settled and you want to move not from one city to other. It's like another country.
Yeah.
So that was, guys, like a life-changing decision. But then I told my wife, yeah, let's take it very simple. So for me, it's a great opportunity. We will go there for 3 years, 5 years. Of course, my contract is like unlimited. So I can work here forever, yeah, in Brno or somewhere in Europe. So I told my family, look, we will take it simple. Let's go there 3 years or 5 years. We will move around Europe. We will see the Europe. It's a great country. Yeah, people are great. So and it's an opportunity also for my kids, right? They will learn different language. They will deal with the different people. So I said it's not only my growth, but it should be the development of my whole family.
Yeah.
So that's how I use my communication skill and convincing my wife. She was not 100% convinced, yeah. But good thing, our company offer. So they said, yeah, because it was a management position. So they offer us an orientation trip. So they said, okay, 1 week you and your wife go visit Czech Republic, visit around the places. And then I remember February 2017, we were here in Brno. And Andrea, you and your team, thanks to you guys because you showcase us a nice picture. Yeah. So Martin was with us full week and he took us around Brno. He shown us my office. He took us to the school, international school. He shown us the Brno and he simply gave us a picture how it will be to live in Brno.
Yeah.
And that visit was really helping me and my wife was very happy and she said, this is nice place. And then we moved in 2017 May. So
wow, this is
that's
beautiful.
how it went.
I love it. I love these stories. So
Yeah.
beautiful. And what about the children? What did they say? Were they excited or were they scared at first when you told them?
When I told them, of course they were excited, yeah. So my son, he is small, he is 6+, but my daughter, she is 13, yeah. So for her, it was excitement. Of course, it was not so happy in terms of she will lose her friends and school and community, but she was equally excited to come here, to see and explore the Europe. So it was pretty excitement for them.
Wow. I always envied these children who moved around the world with their parents, and it's so great for development, as you said. All right, and I have another question which is kind of opposite. Do you sometimes regret this decision? Are there some moments like this?
I never felt in last 2 years, in fact my family, we never felt in that way. There is no bad incidents or something really bad happened to us, which is really good about this country and the place. If you really ask me this question, sometimes we regret. One point I would say, which feels bad or regret, I would say, in terms of education, right? Since I am an expert and there are many people now coming to Czech, coming to Brno, which is really developing country, and Brno especially, which is really growing fast in terms of economy, in terms of business opportunity. So a lot of expats are coming. So I will share my experience or my view on this. So when we came here, so I had 2 options. So to put my kids in the Czech school, which is excellent and very good, right? Your education, the Czech school is good, no expense, no money to pay, it's free with a good education. But we took one decision, Andrea, because my role and my job nature is like this. Today I'm in this role, I'm in this position in Brno. Yeah. And our company is big. Tomorrow they can ask me to go to our head office in Switzerland, maybe in other region in Japan, Korea, maybe go back to India. So it's uncertain, right, for me. So I don't wanted to put my children in the Czech school because of these reasons simply, yeah. So we were clear we wanted to put them in an English school. So the point what I wanted to try now to explain. So here there is absolutely no English school. It's only the international school, yeah. And as you are aware, right, the fees structure are very expensive there. So in terms of, I don't know, for the global team, the figures are like, for 2 kids, it's around $15,000 to $20,000 per year. Yeah. Fortunately, my company supported me for a couple of years for this coverage. But now, moving forward, I need to manage at least say 50-50 or some portion. Yeah. So which is in some way there is a stretch. Of course I can do that because I don't want to compromise. But the regret point or this point what you asked me, so I think my appeal to the Czech government, you are the big company, foreigners company is big, Andrea. I'm sure you will be dealing with the big dignitaries, right? So if Czech can think that in Brno or in Prague, if the expats are coming, and if they provide some English schools, believe me, Of course, they can charge a decent fee, not like an international school, but that will make expat people life more easy. Yeah? And my view, if not even for expat people, see the global people working like for you, Andrea. Yeah, tomorrow if you have a kid, and nowadays it's not only Czech. Yeah, so I'm sure you would love to put your people and your children for English school, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Today the business language is English, right?
Yes.
You're dealing with the people today. In the business, I
Yeah.
could say how much percent you be doing
Yeah.
in English?
Well, me, you mean
Yeah.
personally?
Yeah,
Well, me not much anymore because I have the team who is dealing with people. So with you, so let's say once per month. No, I'm
no, but
joking.
with the people you deal helping an expat. So what's
yes,
your
we
language?
have 100%, right? It's in
Exactly.
English.
So that's my point. So the people even working in Czech, they are dealing professionally in English.
Yeah.
So if they don't have the English education, I think this should be the step. So it's just my observation and my appeal. If
Right.
this is something happen, it will make our life easy. So that was one point still in my mind. So
Okay.
that's
good.
my answer.
Thank you, but you solved it. So it's good to
Yeah.
hear that you were able to solve it. Good. And tell me, what do you like about Brno?
Bruno, I think, see, when you're coming from your country, right, you always compare, right? At least for a few months and few years. So for us, we were comparing, we are coming from a city called Pune, yeah. So of course, in terms of population, India is a big country. My city's population is 5 million, half of the Czech, yeah. So, but in terms of culture, it was a very cultural city. We had a nice opportunity in terms of business. It was a growing industrial city. In terms of education, it is called as a education hub in India. Yeah, a lot of universities are very famous over there and great, and it's a vibrant city. So if I compare these 4-5 points, we see exactly the similarities. Of course, not the population, but me and my wife, when we saw Bruno, equally vibrant city, and you guys are having nice culture events, and this is really we are enjoying. And education, yeah, some of the universities like Mazari Goa and some universities are really popular here.
Yeah.
So if I continue to stay here, I don't have any worry for my daughter's education, for my son's education. So, and and in terms of liveliness, we really love this city. Yeah, when it's a summer and some events, the cities are very vibrant. You see liveliness and you spend nice time over here in the city, around the city. So that's really nice. We love about this.
I'm glad you enjoy it. And how do you like the public transport? Do you use it? Because you came here by public transport, right? So
Yes. So this is something incredible here. Because in India, believe me, if I go from my home to purchase something, I will use either my bike, scooter or my car. And here it is so pretty well organized, the public transport. Yeah, so this is something we love it. Yeah, and not even in Brno, but around Brno, around Czech Republic, even I would say all over Europe, the public transport is really one point. We as India, of course, we are improving a lot, but this is something we can take as a benchmark, and which is very convenient.
Yeah.
Just to give you a practical example, Andrea,
tell me.
when we came here, and we put our kids to the school, so my wife said, I will always take my daughter to the school with public transport, because in India it was not practically possible. After 3 days, my daughter said, no need, I can manage now, it's so easy.
Yeah.
And it was really so easy. So
it's great
fantastic.
because she also gains responsibility that she goes like by herself.
Exactly,
So it's
and
really-
this is convenient, and which is very safe as well.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
nice about it.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Great. All right, and maybe if you can add something like, how is your family satisfied? Because you look very satisfied, but are there any struggles they need to go through still?
I think, so in terms of, for my children, so I will tell first about the children. Initially they struggle, because they are coming from one society, same language, same people, same skin, and same culture. And now they are into the international school where there is a global connect, which is very positive, but initially it was a struggle, right?
Yeah.
They were not knowing each other culture.
Mm-hmm.
If they say something, how someone will react. So initially it was a struggle for them. So they have now US people, they have some French, Italian, Czech people. So they had initially some struggle getting acquainted with this culture and multilingual this thing. But now after 2 years we see they are getting more comfortable. Now they are comfortable with the teachers, comfortable with their friends, and it is going pretty well. Yeah, so absolutely fantastic. Another point in terms of struggle, I would say, of course, see, they are missing the community. In India, we have culture, like, so if you are on a weekend, I don't remember my kids were in the house. They finished their breakfast, we were chasing them to get them for lunch.
Yeah.
They were spending times with their friends. Here, unfortunately, I don't know, the apartment we are staying, and my kids are not speaking Czech, which is one point we need to develop. So they are not having a lot of Czech friends. So sometimes they are feeling loneliness. They are comparing always, if we are there in Pune, in India, our life would have been different. Yeah. So especially my son, even after today, after every 6 months, he asks me a question: when we are going back to India?
Really?
So he misses because he is small. My daughter, she is growing fast, so she has good friends. They go over weekend, they have their own calendars and they have their own stuffs. But especially for my younger one, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
So, but we are trying to make them more social. So my both kids are well in sports. So we put them in some badminton club. So they go twice a week for badminton. They go for swimming. So my son, even we put him in a club, for a football club.
Wow.
So he's going there, he's enjoying. So they are slowly, started getting comfortable, trying to adopt this culture. So yeah, it's like that.
Wow.
Because see, for me, I'm spending most of my time in the office. But for them, it's a big change.
Yeah.
So they are trying to unlearn and learn. So it's like this.
And your wife, how is she coping
Yeah.
with it?
Yeah, so I was coming to that.
She was working in India. Wasn't
Yeah. So my wife, Andrea, she is basically she's an MBA finance. So well-educated woman. She was doing pretty well in India. She was running one business. She was holding one franchisee. It was an educational institute. So she was having around 10 to 12 teacher staff. Around 150 plus students, so she was doing pretty well. That was one point for me, to convince her to leave that and get her here. But thanks to her, she supported that. So initially she struggled, so she was trying to find some job, and today she is on and off. So she got some job. She tried some job in the school, but it was again with the language issue. She was not able to do it. I would say in that comfort zone. Right? So then we took a decision that she will focus on my kids' education. So she spent a lot of time with my kids now. That's a priority for us. And still, she's running the business from here.
Oh wow!
So still, she is connected with these teachers. We have given responsibility to one senior teacher over there. So she's running the business, and her vision is that whenever we will go back to India, so that business should run. That was her dream project, right? So she wants to ensure that business goes well. If we go back there, she wants to expand that.
Wow.
So she's still mentoring and coaching my team over there, and she is trying to help them. In one way, she is trying to be engaged. Other way, she is trying to add some value. So pretty well it is going. Of course, naturally sometimes she gets frustrated. So you saw I need to take her to some nice vacations. So
you can travel around Europe.
Exactly. So that's what we are doing to make these guys, my family, motivated.
Wow, nice. And so maybe we can touch this topic. Are you planning to move back to India one day? I don't mean like in 3 years or something. But what's the situation now?
So as I said, right, we said let's go 3 years to 5 years, step by step. But my contract is like unlimited. So if we decide, we can stay forever. But for now, our plan is, so at least we'll spend next 3 years. we want to finish school of my daughter, yeah, and then we will see how is the situation, right? So because my nature, Andrea, I would like to spend in my job maximum 3 years to 4 years. Yeah, I want to challenge myself on my comfort zone. Yeah, I always like to go out of comfort zone, see out of what something new is coming. So if we get something new in Brno or something around Europe, we will assess the situation. We will take that call. But of course, by heart, we would like to go back to our country. Today we don't know when, but of course maybe after 3 years, 5 years, maybe down the line 10 years. So it will be. We will see in the how time goes.
Okay. Yeah. Well. All right. And then, if you imagine that you would move out of Brno, what would you miss?
Wow. I think in 2 years I have a lot of things to miss and already to cherish, right? I have made a lot of nice friends, yeah, so good people I have met. It's a great culture, the great city. We have got some nice attachment with this city now and with this country. So yeah, we will miss the company of nice people, nice friends. That of course we will miss it.
Okay, I understand. It's always about people for me.
Exactly.
All right. So about the friends, do you have more Czech or international friends?
For me, I would say it's like a mix. Yeah. So I do have international friends. I do have many Indian friends over here. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And but I do have some Czech friends. Yeah. So we met. Yeah, we met last year, and it was a quick discussion. And now, although we are not in touch in long, but we know each other very well professionally, personally. So that's going very well. I have some couple of Czech friends. Yeah, I will just give a couple of examples. Yeah, how I met these guys, right? So my landlord is of course Czech guy. Yeah, I would take his name. He is a Premisil Vesely. Very good friend of mine, and I think he will be lifelong friend for me. So he's my landlord, and he is doing business over here. He's into the construction business. His father, Vesely, is well-known construction businessman in Brno. I'm sure you are aware.
Yeah.
So, and my friend Premisil, who is supporting his father, but also he is having his own business. So we are meeting each other on a monthly basis over beer, some discussions. So
you drink beer, the Czech style.
Czech styles. I invite this guy at my home. He loves our Indian food and our tradition, and we share our culture, we share our knowledge, we share each and everything to each other. So, in a limited period, I would say, from last 2 years, we had a nice bonds. Yeah. So even last year, my parents were here, Andrea, for 3 months.
Wow.
And
3 months.
he made sure he may meet them. My parents even sometimes asking about him.
Really?
Yeah, how he's doing. So it's a nice connect.
That's so great. Did he show you some Czech customs or something, like typical except of drinking beer?
Of course. So this guy is really passionate about ice hockey. So whenever there is a chance, he invite me. We go together.
The Kometa?
The Kometa, yeah, and so we go there, and I started loving this game now.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
And it's really a nice game. Even he's so passionate about this event, MotoGP.
Yeah.
So he invites me on these events. We go there. So it's fantastic. So
you have a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Wow,
over there.
nice. And you mentioned the ice hockey, and when we were coming here, you said that now there's this match going on, the cricket one. So for you as Indians, is the cricket as for us the ice hockey, right? You
Yeah,
told
exactly.
me.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So what is the game now?
Wow. So cricket, guys, it's like a religion to us. Yeah, it's our god. So I was talking to Andrea. Today is my discussion with her, right? And I said, oh man, it's the right date I choose. I actually forgot when we discussed. It was a couple of months back.
Yeah.
So nowadays it's a World Cup match is going on. Yeah, it's in England. And today it's a match between India and Pakistan.
Is it finished now? We have
No, it is not finished. It will be finishing. But just before interview, I was watching the match, and we are in a good way, to win, and we will be winner. So that's
if some Pakistani guys are watching us, we are sorry. India will probably win.
Pakistani guys, still you have, I think, some time. Try your luck, but India is the best. Yeah.
Do you have these that you're kind of like fighting between yourselves, like in the games? Because we have this with Slovak people. So
traditionally, I think India and Pakistan, way back in century, right? We were the one country.
Yeah.
Like it was Czechoslovakia for you, and then when British left us, right, in 1947. So it was a bad time, I would say. Yeah. So somehow it did not went well in terms of Hindu, Muslim, and unfortunately for both of us, we separated. Then we become India, and they become a Pakistan. Yeah. And somehow on some border issue, still it is going on. It is almost now 65, 70 years. The issue is not getting resolved. But when it comes to profession, when it comes to sports, of course everyone is passionate about them. We respect each other, but still the relations are not so good. Good thing is still we follow each other culture. We love their food, they love our food. They watch our the movies. I don't know, you heard about the Bollywood?
Yeah,
everyone knows that. So they love our Bollywood. Most of the even Pakistan actors work in Indian movies in Bollywood.
Okay.
So we love each other, actors. We love their culture. So still today we are apart, but by heart we are close. But on war sometimes.
Yeah, but it's more like politics, no?
It's more like a politics.
Not like
so
people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like this, so it's good that the people. And do you have also this that when you lose, for example, and they continue in the game, that you are supporting them because you are not there anymore?
Absolutely.
We have this with Slovaks.
No, it's same. Yeah, it's same. So it's same whenever India loses, and we will be supporting Pakistan because we come from the same region, Asia, right? Yeah. So we will support them, and the other way around, these guys will support us, right?
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
I love this always.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to Czech from Pakistan and India.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You maybe already said that you don't have such situation, but maybe you can find some. Was there any situation when you felt really bad in the Czech Republic because of your skin or of something, that you didn't feel comfortable or welcome in this?
Yeah, there are some example, but I would quote one example, which is a common topic discussion whenever we are on a lunch table or a dinner. Yeah.
Okay.
So I will give you one example just to tell you this. So last time my friend Premisil invited me on a Christmas dinner event. So he introduced me to his team as a guest. Yeah. So then we were having a nice, beers and meal. So there was one guy. He was an old Czech guy. Yeah, the typical old Czech guy. Of course, most of them were not speaking Czech. So my friend was explaining them that look, his wife, she don't eat any meat. She's only eating vegetable food, and then a lot of people were surprised. So what exactly your wife is eating? For most of the Czech people, it's difficult, right? 100% vegetarian. So then I explained them, in India we have a religion stuff. By culturally it is not allowed, so she don't like to kill some animal and to eat, so she's pure vegetarian. And then even I told them, look, I'm eating non-vegetarian. I eat eggs, I eat chicken, I eat lamb, but for me I don't eat pork, I don't eat beef. So the old guy, he was really debating and pushing me. Why you are not eating?
Really?
What's wrong in it? And then I started giving some another example. Yeah. So I said beef, the cow for us in India is like a god. We believe it's like millions of god. In India we have many gods. Yeah. So millions of god is in the cow. So we believe if we kill her, it's a disrespect to our god. So why we will kill our god? I respect your thinking, but I respect that you should respect my thinking and my culture, right?
Definitely.
So I will never force you like this. But this guy said, no, I'm not convinced. So I really, I was getting.
Did you get mad?
I get mad and I was very angry. And then I said, hey, look, I am I am a guy to convince people I'm into the profession. So I said, now I need to try my negotiation skill. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I said to my friend, I said, I will be very practical, but I hope these guys will not take very seriously, because I will be very, very practical and my point will be very straightforward. So my friend said, hey, go, it's easy, we are on a dinner and it's a drink. So I said, that fellow, and my friend was translating. I said, ask him, do you have a dog? He said, yes. So I said, tomorrow I am coming to your home and I need a dog on my plate. And this guy was standing and why you want to eat the dog? I said, sorry, absolutely sorry. This is just a way to explain you why my wife don't eat non-vegetarian, why I don't eat, why you don't want to eat your dog, or why not? No, dog is animal, it's our child. So gentlemen, it's the same feeling for us. And that fellow, after that conversation, Andrea, was literally started crying.
Oh my!
And he said, sorry, now I understand.
Wow.
I was teasing you in a bad way. You are the guy, you given me the message in the right way.
Wow.
And again, I would like to apologize this fellow. It was a wrong example, but that was the last choice. So this was some example many people, sometimes try to challenge.
And I see why they keep on promoting you in the company, because you know where to hit the right point,
So sometimes my belief is, we should respect each other culture, right? We should try as a friend. And now I started eating pork myself.
Really?
Yeah, so it's my comfort zone. I believe I try to challenge my wife. She will never eat it. So we should not force each other. That's the only point.
But why didn't you eat pork before? This is not a religious thing, no?
It's a religious thing, Andrea.
Is it also?
Is it the religious thing? Eating cow also. But with my, we are now moving globally, so I'm trying to challenge myself. So I'm not believing so much. My thought of belief about God is different. If I don't do bad for anyone else, it's my religion, But so I'm trying to do that. But if someone like my wife, she is really strong believer, I will never force her. So I'm trying to challenge myself. So I started with pork now. I like some goulash. It's really getting my favorite dish. Someday I will even eat beef. Why not?
It depends what goulash do you take, because I think it is usually beef. So check it out.
No, but my friend told me it's pork.
So make sure. Maybe you started with beef and you don't know about it.
Maybe, but I check it. Generally, I check twice.
Okay,
good. Pork and okay.
Then you might be surprised. Good. So you maybe also covered it, because it looks that you're answering my next questions. But maybe you can generalize. What do you think about Czech people? Can you somehow maybe also compare to the Indians?
I think it's both the Czech and Indian people. I would say they are different. So in terms of I would say some example, right? So when I see the Czech people, at least the first time, right? So I see, it's my view, it's my perception.
Sure.
So I see most of the people, they are reserved, they are not open, they are hesitating talking to the new people, they are not willing to mingle with them, so they are trying to be in their own era. So this is the one point I feel is like more reserved kind of this thing. But of course, when we are getting closer to them, and then I find these Czech people are as friendly as Indian or like any other people, this thing. So this is one thing. Another thing, actually I was doing my intercultural course. When I joined in Bruno, Andrea, so my company offered me intercultural course just to understand the tradition, right? Because I was supposed to deal with the Czech people, I was supposed to deal with a lot of European and other global people. So I need to understand their culture and tradition. So that was the day, so I understood some of the things, So I will just quote another example.
Tell me.
So there was a lady from Czech, so she was telling me on this lesson, and then I took her on a lunch. and she just visited my desk. And she saw on my desk a lot of trophies, lot of awards, and I was putting them.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just asking me during the lunchtime, why you kept all this stuff here?
Mm-hmm.
Be cautious. I said, why? She said, most of the Czech people, they don't like to showcase their success. They don't like to advertise. Yeah. So, I said, okay. So this was a point for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she asked me the question, when last time you appreciate someone in Czech?
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to, understand my experience about it. So I said, last month when I was in India, we have given some award to one of our Czech person. So she asked me, how was his feeling? He was excited and all that. And I said, he was not so much excited. And she asked me if this would have been in India, how it would have been. So I said, if this would have been in India, in other country, they would be very happy. They would have been asking me, telling me, thank you, it was nice, showcasing it on, publishing it on, to the people. So then she told me, this is something they don't want it, and they don't like it. And I really respect it, right? And then I become cautious because I was thinking, why, if I award something of someone, why he's not reacting? I was expecting he will be, showing his joy, showing his happiness. So now I understood that this is the culture, and I really respect it.
Yeah.
So I am clear. So I am conscious. So that's how. These are some examples.
Yeah, it's important to appreciate Czech colleagues.
Yeah.
But the problem is that we don't know how to accept it because we usually were not appreciated. It's not the culture, so as you are saying. So I think we will learn it over the next years.
I don't think it's a big issue. It's a cultural one. Even I was talking to some of the colleagues. Even I see some of the colleagues, ambitious ladies like you, Andrea. They are having great ambition. So it's not about shyness, but maybe it's about some culture. And I see a lot of colleagues who have same things, showcasing what I do.
Yeah.
So, but it's a general culture, which is good to know, right?
Yeah, but it's also connected a lot to the self-esteem. So I think it's very important that you let people appreciate you and you appreciate yourself, because most of the Czech people, if we generalize, of course it's not stereotyping, right? But it's like the culture is that we don't think that we are good enough to show off or to show what we are doing right. So we need to change this. Because I'm not an engineer or in this technological field, but what I've heard around the world, Czech people are very much appreciated as people in technology, as the engineering.
Exactly. I will tell you. We are into technology field, so especially the Czech people are very, very hardworking, technically very sound. They love to work on the job. They love to do things on the hand. Absolutely, this is good, and that's why the Brno is one of our strategic location in terms of our global business. We are expanding our facilities here because we saw people are educated, they want to work hard, they want to grow in this way. So as you were saying, my experience, so I see most of the people are great followers here. If you give them something, they are masters in following things. Points which I am challenging my Czech person. Hey guys, what do you want to do in next 2 years, 3 years and 5 years? Good. Sometimes they don't have answer. So I try to help them. Why don't you want to become a leader? Go to the next position. Try to work on your leadership skills, on the soft skills. Some of the people are liking it, they are trying to do that. So this aspect, I think over the year, if they develop, I think Czech is a nation now expanding and growing fast, right?
So thank you for helping us. You see, foreigners come here to help us, not we helping foreigners. I mean, our company is helping foreigners, but we appreciate that you help us also.
That's my job. They offered me, right? So I have to do it.
Wow, this is so cool. And tell me about food. We touched also. Do you go to Indian restaurants here to eat local Indian food?
Yeah, we do. And one thing I should appreciate about Brno, Czech Republic, people love Indian food. All over the world I have seen it, but especially here, Brno, compared to India, of course, it's 400,000 people now. And here we found almost 10 to 12 restaurants. And for me, it's like minimum 3 to 4 restaurants which are very good. I would recommend to people and guys like you to visit there, and it is really authentic, and giving good taste, and we try a lot of dish. And not only we as an Indian, I see a lot of Czech people love Indian food, and
we love it.
They love it. Yeah, so that's really good, and we feel happy. Yeah, that not only we are visiting, and most of the European people, they love it.
Yeah.
So I am always telling my wife and my family, Indian restaurant in Europe is not for Indians.
It's for us,
Europeans,
of course.
Right? So and we are here to promote this, right?
See, it's nice mixture. All right. And you're traveling a lot around Czech Republic. I see it on your Facebook, and also around Europe in general. What would you say are the top 3 places you visited in the Czech Republic?
Specific to Czech?
Yeah, only Czech, and then we can cover.
Yeah. So, of course, by nature of my work, I need to travel global. But answering to your question, for Czech Republic, my favorite is Prague. Superb city. It was always our dream and passion city, right from India.
Really?
Yeah, because our Bollywood movies, Andrea, is the last shoot in Prague. We had many movies, which has given us a big impact. And when we were in Prague, hey, look, this is the place.
Oh, really?
And of course, it was like passion. But when we visited Prague, some places like Charles Bridge for me. There is something vibrant there, yeah. We feel different world, and we really feel a history. So Prague historic places like Charles Bridge and astronomical clock and the center, we get some natural feeling of some historical places, and it's not a commercial thing. So this is one place, and I would recommend my Indian friends and the people who are traveling globally. Prague is the best city, and I think it's in the top 10 most visited cities in the world.
Yeah, probably.
So that's one thing, Prague. Second is a couple of months back we visited Český Krumlov.
Oh yeah.
And that city is really awesome. Very small one. It's like for us, it's like a mini Venice. We cannot compare like that. But if you want to be in the nature, if you want to be, having a small place, moving around for a couple of days, it's a good place, Český Krumlov. And then, of course, you asked me the
Third
top
one.
3.
Yeah.
It's Brno.
Of course.
The second largest city of Czech, with a very nice combination of, profession and personal life. So Brno is a city I would recommend not only for tourism, but if someone wants to settle in Europe and Czech, for me it's the best city, Brno, to spend your couple of years or to spend your life if you want to settle.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
how I would
So
say
now we did a promotion for the Czech Republic.
It's a family city.
Yeah, we should send this to the Czech tourism office.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And what would be your tips out of Czech Republic, especially for people who are out of Europe, and maybe they are planning to come to live in Europe?
Yeah, so with the nature of my job, I keep on traveling all across Europe. So I go to France, Germany, Italy, Turkey, and many other countries. So see, I would answer this in a 2 way. Yeah.
Okay.
One, in terms of tourism, if people are looking forward to visit Europe, for me, the best one is France, because it's so beautiful. It's like fashion city of the world, yeah. And the monuments like Eiffel
in
Tower.
Paris?
I had been in Paris. I think more than 7-8 times.
Oh wow.
But with my family, I think 2 times. So Paris is fantastic. Second city or the country which we never imagined before coming here, Budapest,
Hungary. Yeah.
Hungary. Wonderful city. Again, it's like a nice monuments over there. Very good culture, nice food, nice people. So that's my another recommendation. And third one, it's very tough. We like like Vienna, Austria, and Italy. So
I would have to
say, but I said it's difficult to answer, right?
Yeah.
So for us, it's like Vienna and Italy, both are different, right? So in a summary, Europe is a big country. You need to explore. Yeah, every country has got their specialty in terms of food, in terms of culture, in terms of nature. So it's up to us to explore and choose. So. That's how it is.
I saw you also that you were going for the mountains in Slovakia.
Yeah.
Did you try skiing and this stuff?
Okay, so we were in last winter, we were in Poprad mountain, Tatra mountain. So the Poprad is the city in Slovakia. So it was very great experience for us because the part which I am coming from India, the west region, we don't have mountains. Of course, we visited once with my kids in the northern part, but for us, the snow and the mountain was a great experience.
Wow.
So we did not try skiing yet. My daughter does ice skating, so she tried it in
Nice, okay.
Next year she wants to improvise, but at least my kids, they want to go for the skiing next year.
Wow.
And even me and my wife got inspiration. So next time we will do.
You like to get out of your comfort zone.
Exactly, exactly. And it's so passionate, and we were seeing people, they were enjoying a lot.
Yeah.
So this is something looks to be risky for us
Yeah.
because we need a training, but I think we should try.
Yeah, you should
Why
take
not?
a teacher and like
Yeah.
instructor, and
Yeah.
they will help you with this.
Exactly.
Wow, so I'm looking forward to seeing the videos and photos on Facebook.
Yeah, someday.
Yeah. And tell me, or you already mentioned you're traveling a lot because of your global position. The position is called the Senior Global Warranty Manager
Yeah.
in Honeywell Garrett Limited. Can you explain to me very simply what are you doing at work?
Yeah. So the Garrett and the previously known as Honeywell, yeah. So we are into automobile field. Yeah. So we are manufacturing and giving the products to our customers, and our customers are into the automobile field. Yeah. So mostly the passenger cars and the commercial vehicles, they are our customers. So we are supplying our turbochargers. Turbochargers, I don't know, it's on mostly on the diesel engines and now getting more popular on gasoline vehicle, where you improve your fuel economy. It gives you more power. So that's a vital product in the engine itself. Yeah. So this is the key product we are giving to our customers, and we are giving globally to almost all car manufacturers. Yeah, I will name few like Audi, Volkswagen, Skoda, Ford, and all the OEMs in the world we are manufacturing. So coming to my job, so my job is to manage the quality and the warranty function. So I am a global leader for for this product to ensure the end-to-end warranty management function. So whenever our product, the end car, you have a car, and if your car gets fails because of the turbocharger, they go to the dealer, and then dealer replace the turbo. They tell it to for example, to Volkswagen, and then Volkswagen will call our team. Hey, there is some problem, and our team will try to resolve the issue. If it is our issue, we will try to improve our quality. We will improve the product. So our target is to ensure customer is happy. We are making their quality happy, end customer is happy, and we are keeping our cost targets low, keeping customer satisfied. So we have our global team. So I have my team in various region. We have a team in all across Europe. I have a team in UK region, France, Italy, Germany, Czech Republic, and Austria region. I have my team in India, Korea, Japan, and North America. So in all these regions, so team is doing the same job, supporting customer, make sure customers are happy, make sure our internal targets are getting met, and with keeping my team intact, people are happy and motivated about the job. That's about my role.
Wow. So how does it work? You go somewhere for a few days and you spend the time with your team?
Yeah. So usually it's like in a two-way for me as a leader, right? So I see business in a two-way. One is a strategic things, and one is a reactive things, right? So I'm sure if tomorrow your colleague calls and there is a problem, Andrea, you will be jumping on the problem and you will resolve it.
Yeah, you were
So
jumping on the plane and...
Yeah, so it's like a reactive, and I try to support my team and I try to make customer happy with this thing. The strategic stuff where we plan what we want to do with our vision, with our objective of the business, mentoring the team, coaching the team. So I visit the team over there. So I see what exactly they are doing, what are the gaps, why customer is not happy, what we should improve. So my role is to mentor and coach this team to meet this objective. So that's how.
So there are two ways of your trip. So one is either strategic, or one is when you're solving problems.
Exactly.
All
that's
right.
the way, in a simple way.
Yeah. We have to keep things simple so that everybody can understand. You're not from that field. Nice. All right. And I also saw you also mentioned this a bit, that you on Facebook, I saw it, that you like to keep traditions, and you said that in India you have a big culture. We know, and we like it. Tell me, how do you celebrate these special days here in the Czech Republic? Is there any community?
Yeah, so it's very hard and difficult, when you leave your country and coming to the another country. So of course we don't want to lose our tradition. We want to keep that, as a core Indian, and we want our children to follow the same tradition and the same culture and the festival. So luckily we do have enough people in Brno, in Czech Republic, I would say, and we have some community over here in Brno. So we do celebrate our festivals, and naming few. So like for you guys, Christmas is a big festival. For us is a festival called Diwali. It's a festival of colors. It's a festival of lights, and where we visit our relatives, we visit our family, where a lot of exchange of foods and gifts will be happening. We will be having some crackers, and fireworks, and it's a lot of food. It's a tradition similar to Christmas for you. So here we go to one Indian restaurant, and many Indian families and colleagues, students, they come over here and we celebrate. Nice. There are some festivals like Holi. I know it's like a festival of colors where we put the colors
on the face.
We believe, it's a tradition. It's a diversity festival for us. In India, there are different religions, different states, so we want to keep it intact. So we say it's an integrity, symbol. So we celebrate the festival of colors, and I was happy that not only Indians, Andrea, there were a lot of Czech and different nations of people were participating in the Holi festival. Nice. I would invite you next time for Holi. So it was there 3 months back.
Okay.
And Diwali is coming in September, October. You would be my invitee. You would be my guest.
Wow, I love it. It's so different. So many things. It's such a different thing. And when we get back to your childhood, who did you want to become?
Wow. So always I had an inspiration. In childhood, you see someone from family, you see someone from like how do you say, celebrity.
Yeah, movies and.
So I had this couple of fantasies or dreams. So I will just give my background of family. So I'm coming from the middle class family in India. My father, he was an operator in the Bosch company, and my mother, she is a housewife. And she and my father both came from the poor family, the farmer family, and but my mother had 2 brothers, and both of them were doing very good. They were engineers. Imagine 40 years back. Wow. So she was putting some inspiration for me and my brother. We had 2 and my younger sister. So she were always putting the inspiration. She said, your father came from farmer family, she's operator. At next time, I don't want my son to be at this stage, I want you guys to be at the next stage. So for her, the benchmark was engineer, her brothers. So it was always in my mind, and that's how, when we were a kid, and I don't know, maybe at age of 10 or 12, I picked this and I had this dream to become an engineer. I did a lot of hard work, and fortunately, Andrea, I met this goal. Yay. And it happened. I hope, and my mother is happy about it. So I did that, and it's a right profession to be there. So that was my passion. And second thing, of course, being an Indian, I wanted to be a cricketer. So that was my second passion, which did not happen. But I used to keep on my school team, college team, even in the company. So I'm keeping that passion alive.
The principles are similar, right? Some of the principles when doing sports and when doing business.
Exactly.
Wow. So you actually dreamt about it and you made it.
So
it's great, beautiful. And tell me, what are your life values?
My life values, I would say it's simple. I don't want to, keep things complicated. It's simple for me. Life value, the family. Yeah, family is first for me. My parents, my wife, and my kids. Coming to the profession, it's about hard work. I believe if you do hard work, nothing is impossible to achieve. And one thing I learned in my career is integrity. Very, very important in your job, in your personal and professional life. Integrity is one thing I believe it's a core for anyone's as a value. So these are the few.
Nice. How do you keep the integrity? Are there any tips and tricks how to see that?
Yeah, I would say, see, integrity is about, you need to understand your business, you need to understand your company code culture and what are the values. You need to follow that, right? And as a leader, I would say you need to walk the talk. You need to show the example to your team. If you follow the things, if you do the things, your team follows you. That's how it's a way to demonstrate.
Yeah, thank you. It was very wise. And tell me, how long did it take you to take the global position? You said like you've worked for 13 years before you took the global position? No,
yeah, longer. So if I see, it's longer. Yeah. So from my college when I passed out, it's around 20 years. Yeah. So now I already took from last 2 years before. So I would say it took me around 12 to 13 years, to be on engineer level and to on the basic manager level. But after that, from last 7 years, I am into the leadership position and the management position. So that's how it took me. So the initial foundation of 10-12 years give me good leverage to showcase my leadership and add some value in company to grow myself professionally and personally.
Yeah, well, and I'll finish this. We have one question here. Yeah, we have one question. When was the last time you visited India?
Wow. So I visited last year in December. So it was actually my business trip.
Oh, really?
See the advantage for me as I'm having a global role. So last year I wanted to visit 2-3 regions. So I visited China. I wanted to visit Korea, but because of lot of visas I need to get, so I could not manage my Korea visa. So I visited China, Shanghai. And then I took my time, I visited my plant, my team in India. So 1 week I spent with my team over there. And then I took this advantage. I took 3 weeks of vacation in December.
Wow.
So I met all my friends in Pune. Then I visited my hometown. I was with my family. I was with my relatives. So it was great time.
Yeah. Wow. Nice. Do we have any more questions? No more questions. Okay, thank you for this question. So I would kind of sum it up and back to the previous question which I had. Is there something you would recommend to people who would like to climb the corporate level to this level? So what would be the tips or?
Okay, I do not believe that I really reached the level where I can give my expert comment. But wherever I am today, I think my experience says we need to dream a big. Yeah, we should not restrict ourselves in the boundaries. If we think that we want to achieve the goal, we need to perceive. Yeah, there will be failures, there will be success. Don't get too bogged down with the failures. Don't get to be on the air with the success. Try to follow your goals. Yeah, with the hard work. Keep it simple. Try to follow your core values. For me, family is important. So I would like to keep that. So try to follow your core values and passion. And then, if you perceive it, you reach your destiny. So that's how it is.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Amol, for coming. I've learned a lot and I know you much better now, even before I knew you. I hope, guys, you enjoyed it. We wish you to have a great rest of Sunday and see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea, for this opportunity. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.